All right, everyone. They've started taking carbon and turning it into fake butter. Yes, you heard that right. Link in the description, archived, of course. Obviously, I stand against this. I like regular old butter. I do not use margarine. I do not use that fake shitty ass vegan butter. I'm not interested in it. And I generally don't use seed oils except olive oil for certain purposes. Melted butter plus olive oil, sometimes for sautéing purposes, is a really, really great thing. Olives being relatively healthy. I never use palm oil because I like orangutans, and of course, they're endangered for a reason because they're scarifying most of Borneo in order to buy up land and grow palm groves, and orangutans can't really do anything with that, and so their numbers have been dwindling considerably. And this is something that a handful of people actually care about. I like orangutans. I think that they're great. So fuck palm oil. Never use it. Boycott it. It's just, we need to get rid of the palm groves down there. I don't care if a few Indonesians end up unemployed because there's no more demand. It would be better. Orangutans are great, and if they go extinct, I'm going to go on a rampage probably. I will stick to regular butter. But Bill Gates has endorsed this idea. Carbon-based butter. Oh, it's got a lower footprint. It doesn't involve livestock. It's like healthy and shit, and you can't tell the difference from real butter. I bet you that you can, and I bet the health profile you can probably tell the difference too. This reminds me of margarine. Back when I was a kid, when margarine was still fairly popular, they're like, oh my God, this is much more healthy than butter. Don't you know butter is full of cholesterol and saturated fats? So use margarine instead. It's healthier for you. Come to find out, of course, ooh, yeah, those trans fatty acids actually are much worse for you than anything that you could possibly find in butter. The best thing you can get, farm fresh butter, unsalted or salted, doesn't really matter. Make sure that you get a good salt source, I suppose, and just get it locally from that farm. That's the best thing that you can do. It is much healthier. Our ancestors, 100 years ago, ate a shit ton of butter. They also ate a lot of olive oil, but that's beyond the point. And, some of these people live to be like 95 years old and shit. How many people from the younger generations, from the margarine generation, do you believe are going to hit 95? Probably a lot less of them. We are the first generation that will live a shorter lifespan as an aggregate than those that came before us. And this isn't because of pizza bagel bites or because of anything like that. Part of it will be the result of the margarine generation. It's one of the most unhealthy things that we've ever actually embarked upon as a great crusade in Western civilization. Another thing, we've cock-blocked coffee. This is tea, but, cheers. Coffee was initially indicated as causing heart attacks and strokes and stuff like that. Further scientific studies, 40 years on, showed, well, whoops, we got it wrong. The same will be true here. You're calling this shit safe, but Bill Gates is endorsing it, so you'll excuse me if I'm a little bit skeptical about the safety of carbon fake butter. Mm. Also, it falls into the category of a solution without a problem. There is no problem with cattle farming. There is no problem with dairy production. The whole idea, I guess, is that it's like carbon neutral. They're trying to jerry-rig that in there. Highly doubtful. The mechanical process in order to make it presumptively produces some emissions. Probably a bunch of toxic waste as well. So this is Frankenscience. It's science, but it's not science. You have created something new, but there's no actual purpose to it. It makes no sense, doesn't need to exist, just eat the fucking butter. You can take a bunch of heavy cream and put it in a churn and then just make your own butter if you really want to. It's not that difficult. I've done it before, actually, myself when I was a small child. Me and my mom actually made our own butter. By the way, it was delicious. It's not difficult. People have been doing this for, thousands and thousands of years. They've been making butter forever. Why do you need to make some sort of replacement for something that's already perfect? Butter is great. It is the responsibility of every red-blooded American today to melt some butter on some sort of bready item or saute something off in it. That is my goal for you. I'm thinking about maybe English muffins. Oh, it's great. You take one of you got to get the really, really crenellated ones, by the way. You melt hot butter on them and you got to toast them, of course. And it's really, really good. You need no further ingredients. You can put jam on it or whatever if you want. I personally just add the hot butter, and it's really, really tasty. I can remember when I was a kid, after my dad had his heart attack, my mom switched to using margarine, thinking that it was healthier because that was what we were told at the time, which wasn't true, but at the time people believed it. And I wondered, why does this bread and butter, this toast, why does the English muffin, it doesn't taste the same? And I didn't realize for several years, actually, that she was using margarine instead of butter. Once I realized that, I started buying my own butter. I would use some of my allowance money to buy butter because I was like, fuck this shit. If I'm going to have English muffins, and I want them like five at a time, I'm going to put actual butter on them. Also, sugar brown potatoes get ruined by margarine as well. Doesn't cook off quite the same. But again, that's beyond the point. Bill Gates is trying to ruin butter and we must stop him. Never buy the carbon butter. It's a terrible idea. If this group, I think it's called Savoy, if I remember correctly, if they release the product commercially, do not buy it. Boycott it entirely, along with any other products that they happen to make, as punishment. That's about all. Peace out.